Greetings, family. Welcome back to my channel. I appreciate all the support. Thanks for my most recent subscribers and all my day one subscribers. One love. I would like to respond and react to a mini presentation, a short documentary, which was made by Omar Shabbazz. Right? He has a YouTube channel, and in his YouTube channel, you can find a lot of exposés related to the Nation of Islam. In this particular presentation, Omar Shabbazz spoke about the death of a revolutionary soldier, a freedom fighter, a general, Khalid Muhammad. As you all know, Khalid Muhammad was a revolutionary scholar and he was the former national spokesperson of the Nation of Islam. He was in a protracted saga with the Nation of Islam in which he was removed from his post due to some rhetoric which he made against the oppressor. He was not removed for speaking ill of the black race. He was removed for basically speaking ill of those who enslaved us. As you all remember, he did the historic Keene College lecture in which he took the slave master to task. And he also exposed the fact that people place the Jewish Holocaust in a higher priority than the African Holocaust. As Khalid Muhammad put it, we paid a hell of a cost. It wasn't just a Holocaust. But people, that brother brought a lot of life into the black conscious community, and it is only right that his story be told post mortem and his legacy should live on. But basically, Omar Shabbazz made a post, a 10-minute video, in which he speculated about the cause of death of Khalid Muhammad. Now, as you all know, we were previously told that it was an aneurysm, right? But if we look at history, if we consider history, we can tell that this is one of many assassinations that took place. Black conscious organizations have been heavily infiltrated since the plantation era. Every movement that we created to galvanize our people and to unify our people was heavily infiltrated. All right, and the oppressor was able to use a few turncoats in many of our organizations, including the UNIA, right? But Nation of Islam is no different. The Rastafari community is no different. There are many turncoats who at times enter our organizations to create mischief. And Khalid Muhammad was the leader of the new Black Panther Party, and he had his assistant, Brother Malik Zulu Shabazz, right? Well, apparently, our brother Omar Shabbazz is speculating that he could have been poisoned, right? Brother Steve Coakley made a lengthy presentation speaking about the assassination of Khalid Muhammad. And I saw that presentation, and I don't even like to watch anything related to Khalid Muhammad's passing because I don't want to remember the brother that way, right? And the fact is, when I discovered him, this was after his passing, so I don't even like to consider that because he had too much potential for his life to be cut short by an aneurysm. In his later years, he was actually speaking about becoming a vegan and trying to discipline his diet more. This was a brother who was heavily involved in African spiritual traditions outside of the Nation of Islam. When he left the Nation of Islam, he increased his knowledge of metaphysics and African history, and it was very evident in the way that he spoke. Um, Brother Omar Shabazz is citing audio evidence that Khalid Muhammad, who had never had any vocal issues or any issues related to projecting his voice, in his last speech, he actually had many um, vocal inflections and changes in his voice and issues with pitch that we all know were unheard of whenever Khalid Muhammad gave a speech. He was a very strong orator, but people were speculating that from his last speech, there were indications that perhaps if he was poisoned, it would have happened um, prior to his last speech, right? Now, a commenter, so interestingly enough, you know, if anybody knows the truth, it will be our community. And I saw a particular commenter give the timeline of events based on his passing. And people were saying that Brother Malik Sulu Shabazz gave the call to pull the plug on the life support system, right? And people were saying that attorney Alton Maddox visited Khalid Muhammad, and he remembered that Khalid Muhammad was trying to indicate something to him, probably trying to reveal the identity of those who he felt betrayed him, probably trying to identify those who would have said something while he was in his near comatose state, when he was in that more vegetable state, unable to move, unable to speak, right? And so people were saying that the final call was given by Malik Zulu Shabazz. Now, I'm not aware of the full scope of the issue and the events and the timeline, but I do remember people saying that he had an episode at home in which his wife allowed him to lay in bodily fluids without calling the police, probably waiting for whatever agent of poison was utilized. And it was so ironic. The brother was introduced to a sister named, she's Sister Ambush. Her last name is Ambush. You know, it's so strange that he would have a counterpart in a person whose last name was Ambush, and that this sister would be so insensitive that she would not assist Khalid Muhammad during a time when he was obviously poisoned. This was a healthy brother. This was a brother who was the head of the defense in the new Black Panther body. All right, this brother was, like I said, very in tune with the conscious community and many of the holistic doctors. Those who he trusted, he would have gone to brothers like Dr. Laila Africa and so on and so forth. So people, it's a distressing thing to discuss. You know, we lost a revolutionary soldier, a leader. He was like a rebirth of a Malcolm X in our time period, you know, and he would have shed some light that was so powerful that here we are discussing him in 2019. All right, but people, Omar Shabbazz, I would like for you all to check out his YouTube channel. He's an insightful brother. He's a brother in the cause because he's concerned about telling the truth about many of our leaders that we would have lost. All right, people. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. One love.